Okay, we have a Tozy. This nurse just ruined her life. She's gonna be facing 20 years for, I think, twerking on a patient, which you should never do in a profession, a healthcare profession. There's no need. There's no need. Do your job, come to work, and go home. That's all you gotta do. You get a paycheck. Let's get into it.
She's ruined her life for some basic attention on TikTok and is now facing up to 20 years in prison.
This Atlanta area health care worker seen on TikTok dipping it low on her patient's forehead.
What in the world are we doing? Is this what y'all nurses doing? Is she doing this? I don't know if she's doing this on the same patient or multiple patients. This is crazy.
Patients, you can see, are living with disabilities.
It's almost like TikTok is a perpetual social experiment in search of a new societal low. And boy, does this woman do exactly that. So meet Lucretia Coyan.
What a name.
A 19-year-old nurse who filmed and posted a video of herself twerking on top of two disabled patients' heads. So not only did she dance on these patients' heads, people who were meant to be in her care, but she also was seen in one of these videos actively giving the patient's medication while twerking on his head.
Lucretia Coyan is her real name.
So her shit fucked up, by the way. I don't mean to be rude or disrespectful. No, I do mean to be rude. She twerking on people's head. What am I talking about? I'm not giving you no leeway. Ugly having that nigga. No, but for real though, why would you do that? Stupid.
19 years old, charged on Tuesday with exploiting a disabled person. This is
Terrible.
her dancing on top of what's believed to be her male patient, sitting in a bathtub. As the music plays, she reaches in her scrubs, pulls out pills, and gives it to him before the video abruptly shuts off.
What is wrong with people? Why can't you just do your job correctly and
oh God, this nigga taking my ideas. I just said that.
not act out for some TikTok attention? Where was the upside here? Some attention on TikTok? With the downside being up to 20 years in prison? Really? Obviously, these videos are uncomfortable to watch, and she did it twice. Once to a patient sitting in a chair, and another one that was literally in the bathtub. And these videos were shot in an in-home adult daytime program, meaning that these patients need assistance throughout the whole day. And instead, they get Lucretia, who dances on them, twerks on them, and films herself doing so. I would be furious if I had an elder relative that was unfortunate enough to be in a situation like that where they need to be taken care of 24/7 and have someone like Lucretia use them for clout on.
Backstory: my cousin got into an accident, and he hasn't been the same since. He was bedbound. Now he's able to walk again, and he was able to talk again. But he's still messed up. If a nurse came in and I saw a video of them sitting on my cousin and trying to feed him pills, it's up for her. It's up. Let's get back into the video.
On TikTok? I guess the good thing here, again, the trash just takes itself out. She essentially self-snitched online, and now she's in some pretty big trouble. But I guess this was just her brightest idea to get some attention online. But for obvious reasons, people are not happy with her, calling her out for exploiting patients. Some said that she should lose her registration and even be locked up. And we'll get to how both of those things might actually happen, because despite all the backlash, Lucretia is still defending herself. She posted videos on TikTok stating that the angles of this video made it seem way worse than what it actually was.
Is not what it is. Trust and believe. All I gotta say for now is angles play a big part, but we're gonna get into that another time. No matter.
But at the end of the day, you put up the camera with the angle, and also at the end of the day, you still sat on another person, and at the end of the day, you still posted it. So what are we talking about? You smart enough to get licensed. You're not smart enough to think.
Matter the angle, you can clearly see her crotch area is on his forehead.
A lot of people in the comments talking about suicide, just all type of dumb, non-verbal. Trust and believe. He's verbal, and if he's not verbal to his kins, then I don't know what's going on over there. But around here, he be verbal, and I got proof. What you say?
I'll get my hug.
You want to get a hug?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't think there's any angle here that would make the situation look better. Why are you doing this at work?
Crazy.
to the people that you're supposed to be taking care of. Also, when it comes to patients that basically need 24/7 care, just because they can speak doesn't mean they can actually consent. Does she seriously not understand the difference between being able to talk and to...
Sometimes I think the board just be giving out certifications to anybody. They just need people to take care of people, and they just be giving it out to any Tom, Dick, and Harry.
be able to give permission to do something like this? Also, notice, she didn't once say that either of her patients actually said, hey, this is okay for you to do this, film it, and post it to TikTok. It's also funny to me that she's still using that angle of the video as a reason for the negative reaction when she's the one who filmed it. What are you talking about?
Bruh.
You chose the angle. And again, there's no angle of you doing this that would make it look better. But maybe she caught on as those videos
This nigga taking all my ideas. I said that first.
have now been deleted. And the last post she just made is essentially just her leaving the facility. But that video was also deleted right now before I could watch it right here. What's so crazy about this post, other than the complete lack of regard for any respect of any of the people that she's supposed to be taking care of, is she uses this hashtag nurses dancing on patient head. You want to get discovered in the algorithm for that? Are you kidding? Like, she's actively encouraging a trend to be made around this, or else you wouldn't be putting that hashtag, because no one's using that hashtag by her or but her, or I guess by people who are talking about this situation. And obviously I get it, the internet's going to do its own thing, so obviously people are posting on this hashtag. Some are talking about it and others are making satirical remakes of this situation. So what does this TikToker do? I guess she thinks it's funny as well, so she's reposting this.
Oh no. Man, I'll be like, man, get out of here, man. You acting a fool. Get that fish out of my face.
Right. See, that's completely fine. And I feel like I shouldn't have to explain the stark ethical differences between these two videos, but I am slightly worried.
Obviously, I just it's out of fun. Come on.
That Lucretia can't tell the difference. So the key here is that in this video, both are in on the joke. Clearly, the woman who's beneath the other woman can consent to be a part of this video. But Lucretia's over here reposting this while apparently facing up to 20 years in prison. Like, come on. I was also going through some of the videos she's been reposting on her TikTok account, and one of these was like self-help, how to grow on TikTok videos. And the main point of this, I guess, this video was, hey, if you go viral for something, keep repeating that action and you'll keep going viral. I guess that's what she did, because she went viral for dancing on one patient's head, so she was like, why not do this again? But hopefully she doesn't take that advice too seriously and just continues to triple down and quadruple down by doing this, because that'll get her in a lot more trouble. It's not like she's not facing enough trouble currently. But also, to be fair, I don't think she has access to these patients anymore, because what employer would keep her on after all of this came out? Because the Loganville Police Department executed a search warrant on Koyan on January 23rd. Here the report states, on January 23rd, 2025, the Loganville Police Department was made aware of a viral video.
Damn, this happened just like at the New Year, January 3rd.
Video posted to social media depicting a female dancing in a provocative manner above a disabled person who was seated in a chair. A criminal investigation was initiated, which resulted in the execution this morning of both a search warrant and arrest warrant for the female. Apparently, when the police came to her door to complete the arrest, a man answered and stuck out his tongue at the cops before telling them to not come back. That, and I guess her smiling in her mugshot.
I'm gonna give y'all some free game. If you ever have a mugshot, do not smile, because it's gonna be shown in court. It's not gonna help your case.
Doesn't really make things seem like they're taking this seriously at all. If you commit a crime, why are you making things worse for yourself? Because now you have to defend yourself, and anything like that does not help you in the court of law. But more recently, she's been arrested and charged with one felony count of exploitation of a disabled person. The cops reviewed one of the videos of the alleged abuse and are reviewing the second one as we speak, with additional charges certainly possible. So as of right now, she's been booked into Walton County Jail, but she was released after posting a $7,500 bond. So just
her bond was low. This must be her first offense. Has to be. Nobody's bond is that low if they're like a repeater.
One single charge that she's facing, she's looking up to 20 years in prison and up to $50,000 in fines. And that's only with that one charge. Apparently, the others are possible. So that could make things a lot worse for her, to put it lightly. So the police have stated that they checked on the alleged victims and they don't seem to be in any current.
Wait, I'm sorry. What were the charges? I didn't hear the charges. Maybe I'm tripping. I didn't hear it.
Harm. But even though we know Lucretia was a part of the in-home adult daycare program, they have yet to find out if she was actually licensed. That's wild to me.
Whoa.
Let me repeat that.
Whoa. Hold on.
They don't know if she was actually licensed.
Nah.
And remember...
Nah, that's bugging. What state is this? How are you able to play mama daycare on somebody else's kid and not even have a license for it? If you just wearing scrubs, I could do that. I could just wear scrubs and wipe somebody's butt and take care of somebody. You ain't got no license. You crazy.
In one of the videos of her twerking on one of the patients, she was actively feeding the guy medicine. So that's just a whole nother lawsuit right there. It might be the case that she was working at this facility without a license, which makes me want to take a closer look at this facility.
But here's where it gets tricky. It says that she works at Publix on Facebook at the moment, but before she went viral, this is who she listed as her employer, SNL Healthcare. Online, it says that their philosophy and vision is to, quote, provide the highest quality care and excellent services while promoting the social interaction of seniors in a nurturing family-like environment. Each member of our team is committed to respecting your loved one as an individual with unique wants and needs.
Well, she obviously wasn't doing that because she was twerking on somebody, knowing that they're disabled, knowing that they can't consent to it, and thought it was cool. You putting pussy juice on my head. Come on, man.
Level of independence or capability.
Okay, so not only does it look like they might have had some alleged unlicensed staff, but they also hired someone who does not fit their online philosophy at all. I would definitely not call this the highest quality of care or respecting someone's loved one as an individual, but maybe, just maybe, that's just me. So this place is starting to look extremely sketchy. It's still an ongoing investigation, but it's not looking good. And this just makes everything so much weirder.
SNL Healthcare is listed here as a nursing care agency. It's based in Loganville, Georgia, which is about an hour east of Atlanta. The owner, Mary Nayu, listed here on the National Provider Identifier Database.
Please leave your message for Mary Nayu.
We called. She has not returned our calls or email for comment. It's also been reported, too, that Mary...
Hey, man, this is the end of the video, you man. Closing statements. Let's get into it. All right. Obviously, this is terrible, and I hope she go to jail. Do your research. I would say, if you're hiring somebody, do your research, which they probably did. But I'm just like, you maybe have to do a little bit more research. And hold on. Maybe that's not the take I should take. New take. This girl's terrible. She is a terrible person, like through and through. Her name, and I think it's very important what you name your kid. The outcome is very important. Name your kid something proper. Do not name them a terrible name. Give them the best environment you can to grow up in, so that way they don't end up like this, twerking on patients. Thoughts and prayers goes out to the disabled who got, I guess, sexually assaulted because she was grinding on him. And I hope she does go to, well, she already went to jail. I hope she does get at least 5 years minimum, because this is absolutely terrible. This was not once, this was twice, so she knew what she was doing. And at the end of the day, it's unacceptable. It is bad for the company, and it's bad for her. That being said, that's the end of the video. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.